Yo guys, I just wanted to give a quick update on patch 3.20 on Douse Oath. A few of you guys have been asking me for just like a quick little updated version for 3.20 as it's a little bit changed. One of the big things that was changed is the cluster jewels of for despair, where it gave 40% increased curse effect. I made use out of those. I had 4 of them because the way I built my damage up with this character is through curse effect with despair and the damage over time. That is obviously getting nerfed or gutted pretty much, in my opinion. It's just gonna make it so you can curse hexproof enemies, but since we're a cultist we can already do that, so it's kind of pointless. So one of the major changes that I had to do was to change these out, and I actually went with Master of Command because increased effect of non-curse auras from skills on enemies affects your death's aura. So if you want to see, I got 581 DPS there. If I get rid of it, it goes to 534, so it's a pretty big damage boost. I have 4 of those just to stack them up. Like if I took all 4 off, I lose quite a bit of damage with them. So 3, 4, like almost half. So I went that way, and the perks with this is it's mana efficiency reserve thing for banner skills and then just in general. So I was actually able to sneak a couple auras in here, or like an aura and a banner. Banners aren't really that good for this character, so I just went with Defiance Banner, just a little bit more armor. Nearby enemies have reduced crit chance. It's not really that big of a deal, as we're immune to crit with this build anyway. And I will link the build guide down below. And then I went with Summon Skitterbots as well. It's not like the biggest damage increase, but it gives a little. So if I take, I have 20% shock. I think Skitterbots is 19, but I just put it at 20 as I was lazy. If I take it off, it only adds like, I don't know, 7 or 8k, but it also adds like another little defensive layer as well for enemies being chilled, so they just don't move around as fast. I think that would help a bit because the less you get hit, better. It's almost like having temp chains on them, but it's not temp chains. The other things that I added to the build or whatever is that I made sure that all of these were like 4-point jewels, so I saved some points. I got another jewel socket here, and I put in a Malevolence Watcher's Eye. I think it's going to be a lot better. 20% damage multiplier, damage over time multiplier, and then if you can afford it, get unaffected by bleeding. It's just another little defensive layer. You don't have to worry about a flask for that. And then that is pretty much it that I think I changed for the build. I also kind of in this was experimenting a little bit with +1 to minimum frenzy charges. I think it will work. However, you might have issues with your resists, so you might have to do the endurance charges to help you out with that. And if you feel a little squishy, then endurance charges would be better too. And instead of anointing Disciple of the Unyielding, I anointed Disciple of the Slaughter. For leveling, I heard Poison Concoction's pretty good, so I would probably level with that. I always used Essence Drain Contagion. However, for bossing, or not bossing, but for doing act bosses, it's really slow. So if that Poisonous Concoction does better, then it'll probably be worth it. And then a few things to note as well. We are going to be losing Malediction, so we're going to be losing that and the Curse Effect. So essentially, both of these curse effects are going away, so if I click those off, it's quite a big DPS loss. Depending on where Malediction is on the tree, it may be worth getting or not, but knowing GGG, they're probably going to put it like between Duelist and Ranger or something, somewhere stupid. If it's kind of like in this area, then it will definitely be worth picking up, but that's a pretty big damage loss because there's also like curse effect and whatnot as well. And lastly, for skills for despair, you're gonna have to pick up an anomalous one. They're kind of switching out the anomalous one with the default one. So if I put the default one on, it actually puts damage. That would be like the anomalous one. I just put it on anomalous to make sure that it will, I told you guys the right one, but they're pretty much swapping the two. You want to use the anomalous one in the next thing because it gives increased damage over time effects, which is pretty huge because we use like Maven's helmet and an enhance, I think is what it is. So there's reduced fail, so it has 2+2 socketed gems, which when you put an enhance in there, it puts it level 4 enhance, puts it to level 6, and it makes it so gems have massive quality. So plus 32. Mine was only level 3, but you can get it to level 4. And then that makes it so the quality on despair is like massive, and it makes the damage over time thing better. Even with enfeeble, it makes it a little better as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the changes that I made to this build. I don't know if I'll get around playing it this league, but I'm definitely gonna probably play it again next league. It's kind of like I usually do one league, skip a league with it, do another one, because I really enjoy this build. It's fast, it's fun. And yeah, that's my update. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It'll help the channel out a lot. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a great day.